Hello everybody, welcome once again to another episode of the Scarlet Derby streams. So this is going to be both a joyous and a somber night because this is going to be the last time that I am going to be streaming on this channel. After I'm done with tonight's stream, then I am going to head over to this character's stream, which is going to be twitch.tv/Brainy the RPG Cat. Which is my character's name, by the way. And, well, I mean, I will have a significant amount to say about the fact, about, making a transition as a VTuber and, saying some meaningful words and some goodbyes, but, we're going to be saving that for later on during the stream. And, I wanted to go out with a reasonable bang, and so since I have been spending the past few streams testing out content for Brainy the RPG Cat, we're going to probably do a pretty significantly large stream tonight. We are going to be unboxing a box of Magic the Gathering Neon Dynasty Draft Boosters. I'm a big Magic the Gathering fan. I have not had an opportunity to make Magic the Gathering content for streams, but I will on the new channel. So we're going to get an opportunity to open this here box. We're going to see what great boosters and other surprises are going to come forth from it. And then afterwards, we're going to probably spend the last hour of the stream playing a few rounds of Magic the Gathering Arena. So, once again, thank you guys, everybody, for tuning in. I do really appreciate anybody who might be watching this or might be watching the VOD, because this is going to be, as I said, this is going to be the last time I'm going to be streaming on this channel. And, well, we'll discuss what that's going to mean a little while later. But first things first, let's go ahead and let's take a look at this little beauty right here. Alright, so I've set up a camera. Tonight's stream might be a little scuffed because this is my first time actually using a dual camera process here, and I'm using a slightly cheaper camera, and I've seen a lot of things like just a lot of screen flickering and screen discoloration that just kind of flashes across the screen every once in a while. And we're going to stream like this, is that it's going to take us some time in order to figure out how to properly use the overhead camera, and that's going to be part of the process that we're engaging in right now. So, as you might probably tell, I happen to be a cat. I happen to be a kitty cat, and I dance, and I, well, I'm sorry about that, okay, that part of my life is over now, but it won't be interesting for me in order to use my grippy little kitten paws in order to open up tonight's stream. But fortunately, I do have a mage hand. So here comes a mage hand. Alright. Hello. Hello, Mr. Mage Hand. Uh-oh. See, I told you tonight's stream was going to be scuffed. I think my camera has already frozen. Let me just take care of this really quickly. Alright. Reactivate again. We'll see how long this lasts. So here's my mage hand. Say hi to the people. Alright, and we're going to use this mage hand in order to open this box of magic. So probably only the front and the sides are of any interest here. This is Kamigawa Neon Destiny Draft Boosters. You can see that. And so, Kamigawa is a relatively new set in the Magic Pantheon. It is effectively just made up of cyberpunk style samurais, fantasy creatures like tanukis. There's a few Ninja Turtles in here, I'm not gonna lie about that. There are some Ninja Turtles. And, just lots of, somewhat Eastern mythological elements to it. There are battle mechas, and we're going to discuss all of that as we open up the box tonight. So, first things first, let's go ahead and let's get the front panel open. All right. So I've got a little bit of space to work here on my desktop, and I'm just trying to do what I can not to knock the overhead camera over. There's enough things that can potentially go wrong. I don't have to be a butterfingers as well. Alright, so this is the insert card that comes with this booster set, and it has a little bit of information about what kind of cards are in here. You can see that there are archetypes for Kamigawa Neon Destiny Draft Boosters. There are vehicles, there are ninjas, there are artifact sacrifice tokens, which is a mechanic in Magic the Gathering where you sacrifice tokens and you get to use them instead of mana points, which is, you know, the common currency in this game. Modifiable creatures that you can add equipment, enchantments, and encounters to. And then they just kind of have a separate section that talks about enchantments. I don't know why that's necessary. You know, those of us who are, you know, in the know about Magic the Gathering, you know, we already know what some of these archetypes are like. And so, let me see, we have balances between the past and present, unlocking rewards for controlling artifacts and enchantments. And then artifact tokens. Recursion tokens, aggressively deploy your threats, then bring them back from the graveyard. Keep the pressure on your opponent. There are samurai cards. When your creatures charge into battle alone, their skills shine bright. And so that's kind of, you know, one of the classes that is introduced in Kamigawa is that you have samurai types. And samurai types are kind of the opposite of zombies and other types of critters in this game, mostly because they actually have stronger attack power when they are attacking by themselves. And so that can be really useful in the early part of the game to make a good rush down deck. And finally, we have ramps, which is build up your mana to use high cost spells while channeling their power early to keep in the game. And so that's going to be similar to the quest cards that they have in Magic the Gathering sets, just like their most recent D&D set. Their most recent D&D set was really fun because it did have some quests that allowed you to go through a multi-stage dungeon, and then would allow you to use benefits from that dungeon once you have completed it. And so Kamigawa actually just continues in that tradition. They are going to be providing some quest decks that you're going to be able to complete. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's get rid of that little introduction right there. So the first thing I got in exchange for buying this box full of draft boosters is that I got a card of a samurai character, well, a human ninja character, called Satoru Umezawa. And so this is art from Yuji Shikinawa. I do apologize if I'm mispronouncing these, but Yuji Shikinawa is the one of the designers of Metal Gear Solid, and so this is, you know, a very nice shiny foil art card for this character. So this character is virtually built to be a commander, and so I eventually like to create a commander deck using all of these Kamigawa boosters. In order to use Satoru Umezawa as my commander, I would be required to pay 3 mana, 1 blue mana, and 1 black mana, and that would make this card very compatible with a deck that only has blue and black cards in it. And so that's one of the cards that I intend to be making, but a commander deck based on. But I would also like to use red and green, because red and green is where the majority of those special samurai cards are. Okay, well, let's get ripping, as they say. Let's go ahead and let's start opening up some of these Kamigawa decks. Alright, so this is the first booster pack. Okay, well, Magic the Gathering on the back, of course. And so, let me see. First card, Ninja's Kunai, a single mana equipment. And so I actually did use this card during the promo set, and it was an incredibly good card to use because it was just a really quick, easy to equipment card. And you have the ability to flip it over and do double the damage before disposing of it. So that's really good for a quick attack. And so Crackling Emergence, which is a red enchantment card or spell card, so spell effect card, and so that it costs 2 mana. Let's see. I'm gonna be putting these off to the side, and I'm gonna try to keep them in some kind of order, but no guarantees when it comes to that, folks. All right, Return to Action, which is an instant. It's a spell card that is black and costs 2 mana. That might be good for the commander deck. Harmonious Emergence. Allows you to enchant land that you control. Enchanted land is a 4 or 5 green spirit creature. So this is also a spell card, but it's a spell card at a much higher cost, and it has 4 mana. And let's see here. We have the Moonfolk Puzzle Maker. This is the Moonfolk Wizard. This is the first wizard card that we found on this deck. And okay, so it has it is a water deck. It costs 3 mana, and it has flying. That also might be a good candidate for the commander deck. Let's see, Light the Way. It's a single mana magic spell. You can choose a 1/1 counter on your target creature or vehicle, untap it, or return a target permanent you control to its owner's hand. Alright, so Experimental Synthesizer is actually a 1 mana artifact. When Experimental Synthesizer enters or leaves the battlefield, exile the top card of your library, and until the end of the turn you can play that card. So that will allow you to reserve cards for alternate turns, and so that can be very useful. Alright, so let's see, Coiling Stalker. This is a creature, and this is a Snake Ninja, and so ninjas are also featured in them. They've been featured in previous Magic sets, but this is just really kind of special for the Kamigawa sets. Let's see, Ninjutsu 1. So this is a 2 mana monster. It's a Snake Ninja, and it's green. It has when you do deal combat damage to a player, you put a 1/1 counter on a target creature you control that does not have a 1/1 counter on it. Gift of Wrath is a 4 mana red card, and so this is an enchantment, and so this allows you this allows you to enchant target or creature, and it gives a creature +2/+2 and has menace, so it's a buff for red colored decks. So this is one of the quest cards that I had mentioned before. So I do apologize because I'm mostly in transition mode at the moment, and so I'm having a difficult time trying to figure out how clear the cards are. I know that if I hold them up, this far forward, then it catches the light and they're not readable. I don't know if they're necessarily readable when they're placed up and down like this either. Okay, so Era of Enlightenment. This is a 3-tier quest card. First thing you have to do is you have to scry 2, then you gain 2 life in the second stage, and then exile and then return it transformed, and after it's transformed it becomes the Hand of Enlightenment, which is a human monk that has first strike, and so that's a good card to have if you do have a white mana deck. Alright, Silver Furmaster. So this is a creature, this is a rat ninja, and so a lot of people drew this one during the promo set, and everybody was calling him Master Splinter. And so he has the ninjutsu skill, which once again it was introduced in a previous Magic set, but it is very prolific in this series of cards. And so this is a water, and it's a dark card. So once again, this would be a good candidate for the blue and black deck that I want to build. And so Twin Shot Sniper is a Goblin Archer, and Reach. I think that there's a few of these cards that have come out in previous sets. It's a little hard for me to tell, you know. I've only been playing Magic for a few years. But at any rate, okay, so this one is a Goblin Archer. It has Reach. When Twin Shot Sniper enters the battlefield, it deals 2 damage to any target. And so that would be really good for a quick deck, you know, one that can do damage immediately after, as soon as cards are summoned. Alright, so Enthusiastic Mechanoc. This is a Goblin Artificer. It's a 2-color. It's red and blue, and it has flying. And artifact spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. So this would be good in conjunction with an artifact deck because it would allow you to be able to attach artifacts to your creatures faster. Alright. Okay, Weaver of Harmony is it's a green card. It is a Snake Druid. Other enchantment creatures you control get +1/+1. And so there are a lot of healing elements, and there are also a lot of potential poison elements in these kinds of cards. So this would be a very useful card to have if you were building a green deck. Alright. Windseared Crag is another double color, and this is a mana card. And so it enters the battlefield tapped, and then you can flip it over, and the next turn you can start using it as a 2-color mana card, which is something that is quite common when it comes to mana cards. And so that would be good for a red and white deck. And so this is a no card. And alright, so let's go ahead and let's open the next pack. It's very likely that there's going to be repeat cards in a good amount of these packs, so I'll try to do my best to remember the cards that I've already opened and then skip them so that it doesn't merit another description. Alright, so this is the promo card that comes with it. It is a spirit token. And so, you know, tokens are useful to have, particularly in matching decks that are made up of matching booster cards, because it's very likely that the tokens that you're going to use are going to match the creatures in those boxes. Okay, so Uncharted Haven. This is a land card. It allows you to add a mana of a chosen color, so it's a good general purpose card for adding mana. You are already dead. Okay, everybody knows what I'm gonna say about here, so let's go ahead and let's get it over with. Oh my wa Malshindiru. You are already dead. It is a black instant card that's cost 1 mana, so that might be good for the commander deck that I'm building right now. Tamiyo Safekeeping, which is a single mana spell in green. Mirror Shelled Crab, which is 7 mana water, and so that might be a choice. A Golden Tail Disciple, which is a fox monk that has lifelink. And so I believe that I'm not entirely sure about lifelink, but I know that it affects your own mana every time that you use one of these. So I'll take that, put that aside for now. Kami's Flare, which is a 2 mana spell, probably does instant damage, which is very likely when it comes to red mana spell cards. Ironhoof Boar with Trample and Haste is a really good card if you want to have a rushdown deck. Sunblade Samurai is a human samurai that costs 5 mana, 5 white mana, and has Vigilance. Alright. The Fall of Lord Konda, which is a white quest card. So then, once again, you can return this card after completing the quest, and then you'll have a human noble enchantment creature named Fragment of Konda. Alright, so Born to Drive allows you to enchant an artifact or creature. I can already see that there's a little bit of glimmer in the back here, and so yeah, this card actually does have, this pack has a foil card in it. Alright, Reality Heist So this is a 7 mana water card, and that might actually be an awful lot of mana. That might be hard to pull off. High speed hover bike is an artifact, is also a vehicle. So I really like the vehicles in this set because, you know, they all kind of follow in the cyberpunk tradition. Lots of motorcycles, lots of mecha, you know, really cool stuff like that there. And this is a scrap wielder. This is a 3 mana. This is a 3 mana card as Goblin Artificer, and so that would be good for the red deck. So this is a foil card in this set. This one is called Secluded Courtyard. It is a land card. It allows you to add mana of any color. So let me put that next to the commander card. And finally, Saltwater Cliffs, which is another dual color land card. Alright. Next pack. So 3 packs down. I think there is something in the neighborhood of 30 packs in this box. We've got a long way to go, folks. And I hope I do not run out of breath in the interim. Alright. So, okay, so Shrine Seward is a artifact creature that costs 5 mana. A Favorite Jukai, is a 4 mana enchantment, and that allows you to enchant artifact or creature. Disruption Protocol, 2 blue mana, and it is a spell. You can use it to counter a target spell. Repel the Vile. It's a white 4-color spell card. It allows you to exile a target creature with power 4 or greater. Alright. Explosive Entry. 2 mana. Red spell card. Allows you to destroy 1 target artifact and put a +1/+1 counter on top of 1 target creature. It's very beneficial if you're going to be building a red deck. Virus Beetle is an artifact creature that is 2 mana and black, so that's a good candidate. Coiling Stalker is going to be a 3. It's a 2 green mana Snake Ninja with a ninjutsu ability. Alright, so Gift of Wrath is a 4 red mana creature that allows you to enchant artifact or creature. Elegancio Exemplar. So, that's interesting because that's a samurai warrior that has a Spanish name and also has Aztec-inspired armor. So yeah, you know, I'd use 20 of them if I were building a white deck. Okiba Reckoner Raid. So this is a quest card in black, so that might be a good candidate for the deck that I'm building. And then I'm capable of turning it over and then turning it into an Izumi Rogue Captain, who is a rat rogue. Alright, so Asari Captain. So this is a potentially a card that I can use in a red deck that could also be a commander deck. So so this one costs 3 mana plus a red and a white. So the cost is actually a little bit high, and that kind of puts me off to potentially using that as a commander. Orochi Mage Keeper, Snake Druid, 2 green. I think I've already opened one of those. Essence Capture, instant counters target creature. Brilliant Restoration is this is a 7 mana spell card, and it returns all artifact and enchantment cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. So that is a really big bomb of a spell card that you would be able to use. Tranquil Cove is another 2-color mana card. Blue and white, which is, I would prefer blue and black because then I would be able to use it in the commander deck that I want to. Alright, so let me put that aside. Okay, and so unfortunately this card only has a commercial on it. It doesn't even have a token on it. That would be useful. Alright, next pack. So let's see. Commercial on this side of the card. This side of the card is a white samurai. So let's see. Aki Warpaint is an enchant artifact or creature card. Ancestral Katana is a artifact with white mana. Ambitious Assault. Increase your attack if you have a red deck. So, Lethal Exploit, this is dark. Target creature gets 2/2 until the end of the turn, so that's a good card for weakening your opponent. Favor of Jukai is a 4 green mana enchant artifact or a creature card. Alright, so let's see, what else do we have? Disruption Protocol. 2 mana spell. You can tap any untapped artifact you can control or pay 1 mana to counter a target spell. I think I'd already opened that one. I apologize for that. Okay, Jukai Trainee, Human Samurai, 2 mana and green. So there's your Shock Troop right there. Voltage Surge. Let's see, Twisted Embrace. This is an enchantment that costs 4 and is in black. Enchants target artifact or creature. Alright. Okiba Reckoner Raid. This is another one in black. Oh, actually, this is the same one that I'd already opened. Let me put that one aside. Jukai Naturalist. Human Monk is green and white. Mech Hanger is a colorless land card. So this is a 4 mana red general, and so that might be a good candidate for a commander card. Except once again the cost is relatively high for one. Biting Palm Ninja is a 3 black mana ninja card. Alright, and so these are the custom art lands that come with the sets, and so this one is Greenland. Well, it's a Greenland, it's not the continent of Greenland. Anyways, next pack. Alright. So, I think I've got another white samurai here. No, actually, this one is a token pilot. So you can build pilot techs that they're made up of combinations of low mana enemies who are the pilots, and also pilot tokens and the mech artifacts that you find in this set. So there have been pilot magic cards in the past, but I'm drawing a blank to which one of those sets those would be. Okay, Papercraft Decoy. I've used this one in the promo game before, and so this is relatively useful. Is that you got the ability to discard the artifact and then draw a card with that one. So Dragonfly Suit. So this is one of the mecha cards right here. This is a vehicle that has flying, and then also has crew, and so it needs a crew in order to be an active card. Alright, so Kami's Flare does 3 damage. So that's a 2 mana red spell. Another You're Already Dead. Tamio's Safekeeping. Okay, I believe we've seen that one. Another Mirror Shell Crab. Boon Circuit Healer. So this is 1 plus blue, and this does ninjutsu, and so this would be the good early card to use in the blue deck. Peerless Samurai. Uses many journeys, which is a green quest card. It results in Likeness of the Seeker, which is a human monk creature. Alright. Enormous Energy Blade. Let's see. This is an artifact. This is 2 plus black, so I'm gonna put that one down as a candidate. Nezumi Prowler is a rat ninja, and so, well, slightly different from the rat ninja that we saw in green. But, so this one does have ninjutsu, and so it is a black card, plus it's a 2 mana, and so that might be useful. Spinning Wheel Kick is a sorcery. It's a 4 mana in green. Well, and also has an X amount of mana, meaning that it becomes stronger the more mana you actually tap in order to use it. Right? Thousand Face Shadow is a human ninja in blue. That one might be useful. And so this is a shiny standard forest land card, along with a custom blue mana card. Alright. Next pack. Alright, so we get a token construct figure card in this one. Let's see here. Shrine Steward, which is an artifacts creature. I think I've already opened that one. Papercraft Decoy, Moonfolk Puzzle Maker, Light the Way, so which is a single mana white spell. Experimental Synthesizer. Undercity Scrounger. This is a 3 mana black card, and this is a human rogue artifact creature. And it actually creates a treasure token. So treasure tokens aren't often used in the Kamigawa set, but you know, at least they had that one card. Careful Cultivation, 3 mana green card, allows you to enchant artifact or creature. Another El Ganho Exemplar. I'm halfway tempted to create just a standard deck that has multiples of El Ganho Exemplar in it. Kami of Restless Shadows is a 5 mana creature card, which is also a spirit card. And so it allows you to return ninjas or rogue creatures from your graveyard to your hand. So it's possible to create a deck entirely based on ninjas or rogue creatures using this card. Alright. Alkiba Reckoner Raid. This is a quest card, and this is in black. And so, yeah, I think I've already opened this one before. I think this might be the only black colored quest in the entire set. So let's see, what else do we have here? Colossal Sky Turtle. So this is a 7 mana card, so this would be a heavy hitting card, and it's in green and blue. Generous Visitor is a spirit creature, and it's a single mana green. So that would be your standard card to use in a green mana deck. And so let's see, Mobilizer Mech is a vehicle, and it's 2 mana and it's blue. And so it requires a crew of 3, which is a pretty expensive cost, because that means that you have to have that many monsters on the field in order to begin crewing this monster. And so that's a little tricky to pull off, but it might be worth it in a specific kind of deck. Probably a deck that is specific for using vehicles. Alright, so El Ganho Uprising. And so, well, this is a red and white sorcery card. This is probably something that'll boost all those El Ganho Exemplar cards that I have been showing you before. and so that would be used in conjunction with the red and white deck. And so then Rugged Highlands, which is a 2-color land. Alright. Next pack. Alright. So another Shrine Steward. Another Crackling Emergence. A Return to Action, which is a 2-color black spell card. Target creature gains 1/0 and lifelink. Alright, so that might be useful. That's a good buff. And so, Harmonious Emergence. I think you've seen that one before. Moonfolk Puzzle Maker. Another Light the Way. Inkrise Infiltrator. And so this is a ninja token, that's a 2 black, and it's flying. Plus you get to buff it if you actually happen to tap 4 mana during one turn. That's a pretty good card. Sky Swimmer Koi is a fish that has flying and 4 mana. Alright. Behold the Unspeakable, which is a blue quest. On the other side, there's Vision of the Unspeakable, which is a flying trample creature, and that it gains +1/+1 for each card in your hand. So that might be good for a rush down. So Upriser Renegade, Human Samurai. He's a pretty cool looking dude. He's got a pompadour. He's like your Space Dandy type of hero character. Alright, so Enormous Energy Blade. So that is an artifact, that is a piece of equipment. It's got 3 mana and it's in black. Gloom Shaker, which is in a green and black 2-colored monster. Let's see. Tezzeret, Betrayer of Flesh. So this is the first, gosh, what do they call them? Planeswalker cards. So Planeswalker decks, it was a format that was really popular a few years ago. I don't see a lot of people playing it. I see a lot of people playing Commander instead. But this would be the one. This would be the guy to use if you were actually building a Planeswalker deck. He is 4 blue mana, and he is, well, he's 4 mana and he's in blue. So this is my second shiny card, Thousand Face Shadow, Human Ninja. I think I pulled one of these earlier, but just not the shiny limited edition card. All right. So this is a white land card, and this is another note card. All right. So let's see what else here. See, we have barely scratched the surface. There are plenty of cards to unpack here. For the amount of time that I've given myself in order to open this, I might not be getting to the arena. I just might be doing unboxing for the entire stream. Alright, so Spirit Token, Papercraft Decoy again, Explosive Entry, Virus Beetle, Greater Tanuki. So this is, a dog creature. I mean, so based on the legendary Tanuki, which is based on raccoon dogs, not raccoons, Super Mario. And so, so that is 6 green mana. Alright, Cyber Trespassers, Moonfolk Ninjas, that have the ability to channel 3. I don't know what channel is. Somebody is going to watch this VOD and somebody is going to explain to me what channel means. Alright, Moth Rider Patrol is a Fox Warrior with flying and is a single white card, so this would be a great card to use in a standard deck if you have multiples of them. Alright. Gosh, where did I put my white cards, or did I just bury them under another color? Alright. Kami of Restless Shadows is a spirit that is 5 mana and black, so that's a candidate. Imperial Subduer is a human samurai, 3 mana and white. Alright. Yokai Preserver is a human druid. 4 green mana. When it enters the battlefield, put a 1/1/1 counter on a target creature that you control. So yeah, I'm not too sure. Maybe it's useful in green. Tales of Master Shishiro. I think this is a new quest card, and so at the end of it, you get to turn over Shishiro's Living Legacy, which is a Snake Warrior enchantment creature. Alright. Roadside Reliquary, which is a land. Alright. So that's a land. I don't think it's a specific color land. I'll put that in with the artifacts. Let's see what else here. We have Okiba Savage. Okiba Salvage. So that will help you return your artifacts, creatures, or mech cards to your hand. Colossal Sky Turtle is probably one of the larger 2-color monsters in this set. That has green and blue mana. It's got 6 attacks, so it's just a human wall. Kura the Boundless Sky, which is a dragon creature that costs 5 green mana, has flying and death touch. And then Scoured Barrens, which allows you to add either white or black mana. Alright. Mage hands have been pretty busy tonight. Are you guys okay? Yeah, I think you're okay. Alright, so Soul Pierce, blue, single color. It counters a non-creature spell unless its controller pays 2. Alright, well, it's a decent spell punishment card in blue. Golden Tail Disciple is a fox monk with lifelink. Kami's Flare, I think we've seen that one before. Clawing Torment, I think we've seen that one too. Geothermal Kami is a spirit creature. And so I remember this one from when we did the release tournament. This one was one that a lot of people used as their defense card. So it's 4 mana, and it costs 4 green, and then it has 4 attacks. So it's a good shield card. Futurist Sentinel is 4 mana in blue. Wanderer's Intervention is an instant. Deal 4 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. Alright. Fang of Shikegi with Snake Ninja with Death Touch and single green mana. That would be good for a green deck. Alright, so this is an Ogre Ninja. And so a lot of the ninja cards appear to be in black, and that might be to my advantage. And so this one is a 6 mana card. The Shattered States era is a red quest. It ends in drawing the Nameless Conqueror, who is a human samurai with trample and haste. And so that's a very valuable card. Tempered in Solitude allows you to exile the top card of your library and use it during a turn after it's played. It's a 2 mana red spell card, so that would be very advantageous if you had a red deck. Futurist Operative is a human ninja with 3/4 and costs 4 mana. An Anchor to Reality, which is a 4 blue mana spell card. And you're allowed to use it to search for equipment or a vehicle card and then put it into your hand. Let me see. Reckoner Bankbuster is an artifact vehicle, so that it's 2 and colorless, and so this would be good to use if you are building a deck based on Mecha. Jungle Hollow, which is green and black land, and then this token construct card. All right. I don't know how many people who have been following me thus far have ever been Magic the Gathering fans, but I know that when I move to the new channel, then there will definitely be some Magic the Gathering fans there. Ecologist Terrarium, which is a artifact. Let me see. I think this one is relatively new. Yeah, so this is a card that allows you to produce land, and so those are always useful. Brute Suit, colorless vehicle card. Clawing Torment, which is a single color. Oh, actually, I've already opened that one. Another Geothermal Kami. Futurist Sentinel. I think I pulled that one as well. So that is 3. That is 4 in blue. Wanderer's Intervention, 2-color white spell card. Does 4 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. An Unstoppable Ogre. That's an Ogre Warrior. It costs 3 mana in red. Guardians of Oboro, Moonfolk Samurai, with Defender cards. They have a good amount of attack, and so that would probably be decent as a shield card. Intercessor's Arrest, which is a 3-color white card. Allows you to enchant a permanent, and those permanents can't attack, block, or crew vehicles. So that's a good card you can use to lock up your opponent with. Let's see. Kumano faces Kakazan. So this is a red quest card. And then it allows you to pull the human shaman etching of Kumaru. And so we've seen red quest cards before, but we haven't seen that one yet. Bronze Plate Boar is, I like boar cards. They always have trample, so they always have the ability in order to mow over monsters and do direct damage to your opponent's life points. Alright, so yeah, that's 3 mana in red. A Hotshot Mechanic, who's a Fox pilot, and so that's interesting to me. It's like, Fox, that ship was one of ours. Hey Einstein, I'm on your side. So probably very useful in mecha decks. Let's see. Web Spinner Cuff, 3 mana in green. Alright. Spirit Sister's Call. This is a white and black 2-color card, and it's an enchantment. Let's see. And so just a regular mountain mana card, and also a spirit token. Alright. I'm bending the corner of this box. I hope, anybody who is actually watching isn't too upset by me, messing with the merchandise in that way. But hey, it's my cards. I think the cards are slightly more valuable. But what do I know? I'm just a darn talking cat. And so I've been saying that a lot lately, especially since I switched to that avatar. Oh, I'm just a talking cat. What do I know? Alright. Iron Apprentice is a 1 colorless mana artifact creature. Uncharted Haven, which is a colorless land. Undercity Scrounger. I think you've seen this one before. Alright. Careful Cultivation is a 3 mana green card. Allows you to enchant artifact or creature. I think you've seen that one too. Mnemonic Sphere. Johnny Mnemonic Sphere, just to tie things together to the cyberpunk theme that we've got going on here. And so this is an artifact. It's 2 mana and land. It allows you to draw 2 cards or draw 1 card after sacrificing it. So, let's see. Kitsune Ace, another Fox Pilot. Kami of Industry. I think we've seen one of these before. And so that is 5 mana in red. Nezumi Blade Blesser. Another Rat Samurai card. It has Death Touch as long as you control an artifact. So Death Touch, gives you the ability to remove monsters from play simply by attacking them. Alright, so that would be pretty useful in the blue and black deck. Heir of the Ancient Fang, Snake Samurai, 3 colors in green. Let's see. The Long Reach of Night. So this is a black quest, and this is going to end up in Azimuth of Night's Reach. I might have pulled one of those before. I'm having a hard time remembering right now. Reinforced Ronin, which is a 1 red mana samurai card. Another Flame Discharge. Patchwork Automaton. So I had used one of these during the release tournament, and this is a pretty useful one. This is a 2 colorless artifact creature that allows you to add +1/+1 to it if you if you cast an artifact related spell. Okay. Say this is another El Ganto card. Ganto card. I keep saying El Ganto. I think it's Ganto. I apologize for that. So I believe this is a land build card, and so I think it just kind of goes with the same theme as those other cards have been. This is white and blue land, and this is a samurai token. Alright. How long have we been on? Right now my timer is blocked by the camera, so I can't really see that. I think we've been on for about an hour so far. Okay, let's see. Another Iron Apprentice. Another Golden Tail Disciple card. Well, actually, yeah, the one that only has lifelink. Okay, so Aki Amberkeeper is a Goblin Warrior. He looks more like a tiger. Whenever a non-token modified creature you control dies, create a spirit creature token. Alright. Death to the Kami. The black spell that costs 3 mana. Force a opponent to exile a creature they control, or an enchantment. Okay. Another Geothermal Kami. Another Futurist Sentinel. Let's see, where did I put my blues? Okay. An Imperial Subduer. This is a human samurai that costs 3 white mana. I think we've seen that one before. Moon Circuit Hacker. That has ninjutsu. I think we're getting very deep into the pack right now, so there's going to be more and more repeat cards as we go along. Peerless Samurai. Tales of Master Suhiro. And so, yeah, I think we've pulled this one before. Malicious Malfunction is a sorcery. Has 5 black mana. Dokuchi Silencer is a human ninja. So that's a human ninja that costs 2 black mana, so that might be a useful card in the commander deck I'm trying to build. Discover the Impossible is an instant, and it's 3 blue mana. Kami of Transience is a 2/2 creature that costs 2 green mana and has trample, so that would be very valuable. Okay, standard plains card, and also a token construct. All right. Let's see. Always, double check the advertising cards, because sometimes they're tokens and sometimes they're not. This one actually happens to be a token. That's another token construct. Looks like a Masters of the Universe action figure. Alright, so let's see. Grafted Growth is a 3 green mana, and it's a land card. Alright, another Greater Tanuki. Another, let's see, Cyber Trespassers. I think we've seen this one before. Moth Rider Patrol. So this is another Fox Rider card, single white card, the white mana card that has flying. Alright, so let me see. Tawashi Song Shaper. So this is a new one. This one's very interesting. This is an artifact creature. It's an artificer, and they seem to be spinning the DJ tables in the art. Whenever another artifact enters the battlefield under your control, it gets +1/+0 to the end of your turn. So that is a good buff for when you are making an artifact-centric deck. Okay, Kaito's Pursuit. Target player discards 2 cards. Ninjas and rolls you control gain menace until the end of the turn. Alright. So, Nezumi Blade Blesser. Well, okay, we've already seen that one. That's the 3rd Red Samurai variety that we've had in this set. Let's see what else. Heir of the Ancient Fangs. Okay, yeah, we've seen those. There's a Snake Samurai. Tamiyo's Contemplation. That is the blue spell card. The Fall of Lord Kanda. I remember using this one in the pre-release tournament. Yeah, Fragment of Kanda. Yeah, of Kanda, and that's that card. All right, Twin Shot Sniper. Yeah, we've seen that. Another Silver Fur Master. Another Patchwork Automaton. Inventive Iteration. Okay, so this is a relatively new one. I think this is one that is also used in conjunction with the blue decks. Let's see here. After completing the quest, you get Living Breakthrough, which is an enchantment creature and a moonfolk. And then there's a standard blue land. Alright. Okay. Dramatist Puppet. I'm not sure if we've seen this one though. This is a colorless artifact creature card. Each kind of counter, if you have counters on other cards, you get to put counters on this one. I'm not necessarily sure that the counters are actually going to do anything, but that is definitely a thing that you can do. Another Repel the Vial, another Explosive Entry, another Virus Beetle, another Greater Tanuki, another Cyber Trespassers. I think we've seen Moon Snare Specialist before. Let's see here. Yes, this is the one that's the 4 and then does 2/2 in ninjutsu. Okay. Another Jukai Training. Tales of Master Shihiro. Yeah, we've already opened that one too. Secluded Courtyard. Oni Cult Anvil. This is interesting. This is an artifact. Whenever one or more artifacts you control leave the battlefield during your turn, then you create a 1/1 colorless construct artifact creature token. So this is another artifact enhancement card, and this one is in red and black. Okay. Selfless Samurai is a Fox Samurai, and they're in white. All of the Fox Samurais have been white mana cards so far. And let's see, that is 2, and it is white mana card. Farewell, which is a spell card that costs 7. You can exile all artifacts, exile all creatures, exile all enchantments, exile all graveyards. Very useful if you can actually pull it out. Okay, so I've got another foil card. This one is the quest for the Fall of Lord Kanda in white, and then the Fragment of Kanda, of course, is the reward card. Dismal Blackwater is in blue and black, so this is the first 2-color blue and black spell card that I think I've been able to happen upon, and that would be really useful for the deck that I'm attempting to build. I hope I'll be able to find more of those. hard to tell, but there's a very good chance I might be able to find those. Alright, well, let's see. So the add card has a token artifact creature construct on it. Let's see. Another Ninja's Kunai. Starlight Companion. Yeah, I think we've seen that one before. Another Unstoppable Ogre. Debt to the Kami. Choose one. Target opponent exiles a creature or an enchantment. Alright. Master's Rebuke. 2 mana in green. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power. Well, I'm a little confused about that, but you know, I don't play mono green, folks. Let's see, Short Circuit. An enchantment aura, 2 blue mana, allows you to enchant artifact or creature. As long as an enchanted or permanent does creature, it gains 3/0 and loses flying. So this is a counter for any potential flying cards you might encounter. Ancestral Katana, another Coiling Stalker, another Gift of Wrath, another Azusa's Many Journeys. Alright. A Walking Skyscraper. So this is probably one of the largest artifact creature cards in this set. And so it has 8 attack, it has 8 defense. So yeah, so that's a really big buff if you can manage to pull off that card. Let's see. Sky Blessed Samurai, 7 mana in white. This spell card costs 1 less to cast for each enchantment you control. So you'd have to use that in an enchantment themed deck. Runaway Trash Bot is another construct with Trample. Another Dragon Kami Reward. Oh, you know, I actually used this one during the promo tournament, but I haven't pulled it yet. So this is a green mana quest card, and so it results in you owning Dragon Kami's Egg. You can cast a creature spell from among cards you own in exile with hatching counters on them without paying its mana cost. So there's some Dragon Egg themed decks in here, and that's what you would use that for. Blossoming Sands is a green and white mana card, and so that is that. All right, next pull. Let's see here. Grafted Growth is let me see. Allows you to add counters to your target creatures or vehicle, and also allows you to add 2 mana of any one color. Another Mnemonic Sphere, another Kitsune Ace, another Kami of Industry, another Kami of Terrible Secrets. I think we've run into Bamboo Grove Archer before, so I definitely recall there being Lizard Folk Archers that we've described here. Another Tamio's Compilation. Mugotai Ambusher. This is an interesting one. Rat Ninja, 4 mana. I think we might have seen it before. It's kind of hard to tell. So, if I can manage to pull off having a significant amount of Rat Ninjas in my commander deck, that would be very useful. Let's see, the Shattered States era. This is a 5 mana cost red quest, and it results in you getting the Nameless counter. Yeah, we've seen that one before. Norika Yamazaki the Poet, human samurai with vigilance. So, for all of you haiku fans who are also interested in playing collectible card games, Replication Specialist. Merfolk Artificer. I don't think we've seen Merfolk in this set yet. So yeah, has 5 mana and flying. So that could be useful. Dragon Spark Reactor. is an artifact. It is 2 red mana cost. Blade of the Oni. I think we've seen that one before. Okay, now we've got another foil. We've got a foil Iron Apprentice. Alright, this is the custom red mana card, and this is another note card. Alright. Did I just throw that over my shoulder? You might ask yourself. Well, not right now, but if you're watching the VOD later, you might be asking if I threw that over my shoulder. I totally did. I totally threw that over my shoulder. Another Iron Apprentice. Another Experimental Synthesizer. An Undercity Scrouger. Human Rogue. I think we might have seen that one before. Let's see. What is this? Careful Cultivation. 3 green mana enchant artifact or creature. Yeah, we might have quite a few of those at this point. Another Mnemonic Sphere, another Kitsune Ace. So, if you're building a vehicle deck, you know, you could certainly benefit from having all these Kitsune Aces. Another Sky Swimmer, Koi, another Ink-Rise Infiltrator, another Shattered States, another Spinning Wheel Kick. Thirst for Knowledge allows you to draw 3 cards and then discard 2 cards. I find that if a card has knowledge written on it, it's usually a card that allows you to draw more cards. Alright, Nezumi Prowler. Yeah, another Rat Ninja card. Bosiju, Who Endures. I believe that is it's a legendary land card. I haven't happened upon one of these just yet. But, you know, if you are capable, if you're interested in discarding it, you can destroy target non-basic. You can destroy an artifact, an enchantment, or a non-basic land controlled by an opponent. So that would be useful in a green deck. We have another foil. This one is for Brute Suit. This is a blue custom mana card, and this is a Samurai token. Alright. Next set. You know, I do love Kamigawa. I can hardly wait until I have some working decks in Kamigawa, because, you know, this has been one of the Magic the Gathering sets that I have stayed with and followed so far. And so, let's see. So this is another Samurai token. Let's see. Network Terminal. Okay, I don't think we've seen it before. I did use some of these during the pre-release tournament. And so it allows you to add a mana of any color, or tap another untapped artifact that you control. So this will allow you to get your artifact cards out slightly quicker. This will be very useful if you are making one of those mecha decks. Another Ninja's Kunai. Another Debt to the Kami. I think we've seen Master's Rebuke. And so that's a card that gives you attack equal to your attacker. So that would be good to pull out if you just want to destroy a card that's directly attacking you. Short Circuit, I believe we've seen that. Another Ancestral Katana. Simian Sling. Okay, this was an interesting card. I think I saw this one a lot in the pre-release. It is an Equipment Monkey. An equipped creature gets +1 and +1, and then whenever this creature is blocked, it does 1 damage to a defending player. So it's really just a good add-on card if you are using an artifact-themed deck. Seven-Tail Mentor is a Fox Samurai. Is 4 mana in white. And so a Fox Samurai deck would probably be pretty easy to build at this point. So this allows you to put a +1/+1 counter on a target creature or vehicle that you control, which would be useful because I have all these Fox pilots. Aki Ronin is a Goblin Samurai. They're 2 mana in red. I think I might have seen that one before. Another Era of Enlightenment. Naomi, Pillar of Order. This is another potential commander card. So this is a 2-color. It's white and black, and it's a human advisor. Let's see. So does 4/4. Unfortunately, the cost is rather high again. You know, there's lots of good potential commander cards in here, but I found that a good amount of them, you know, just require you to use 7 mana, and that's a lot. Go Shintai of Hidden Cruelty, 4 mana in black with Death Touch. So yeah, that would be a good card for blue and black. And so, Rabbit Battery, artifact creature equipment rabbit. It has haste, +1/+1, and has haste, so it can, you know, just very quickly attack your opponent for 1 damage. Ogre Headed Helm. This is another artifact creature. This gets +2/+2 when it is equipped. Okay, that's useful. And so this is a custom. This is my first custom black mana card. All right. Okay, Grafted Growth. I think we've seen this card before. So that is an enchantment land card. I am leaning so hard on this box at this point that it is starting to rip a little bit. You know, I'm giving some collector a conniption at this point. All right, Kami of Terrible Secrets, and that's the black card again. Bamboo Grove Archer, a Network Disruptor. This is a single mana card. This is a Moonfolk Rogue, and so these would be your shock troops if you were building a standard blue deck. Let's see, Spirited Companion is an enchantment creature that is a dog. It costs 2 white mana. Kindled Fury. Target creature gets +1/+0 and gains first strike until the end of the turn. So that's a spell card. That has 1 red mana. Okay, so Jukai Preserver, Human Druid. I think we've seen that one before. Yeah, another Inkrise Infiltrator, another Sky Swimmer Koi. Michiko's Reign of Truth. Target creature get. Oh, so well, I think we've seen this one before. No, actually, we haven't. So this is a 2 mana white quest, and the reward is a Portrait of Michiko, which gives you +1/+1 for each artifact or enchantment you control. Menacing Slash is a 2 white mana sorcery card. Go Shintai of Shattered Purpose, we've seen that one. Awakened Awareness is, yeah, I believe we've seen that one too. That was the exponential blue mana card. Alright, so let's see what else here. Eater of Virtue. Okay, this is a custom white mana, and this is a spirit token creature. Alright. So we're about, so we've been on for what, like, I believe it's been 1 minute, 15 seconds. I do apologize for the very lengthy stretch in this direction. Yeah, 1 minute, 15 seconds. 1 hour, 15 minutes. It feels like it's been a little longer, but that's just because I'm upright and I'm pulling out all these booster packs. Alright. So this is another construct card. Network Terminal. Thundersteel Colossus. I believe this is a new one. This is a colorless vehicle card that has 7/7 trample and haste. So if you're making an artifact specific card, this could potentially be your your ace card. This could be your card that has the highest amount of attack. Tawashi Song Shaper, Kaido's Pursuit, Commune with Spirits, Suit Up. So this is probably like a card that will allow you to instantly enter a mech. So that would be a good spell card to use. It costs 3 blue mana. Lucky Offering is a single color white spell card which destroys a target artifact with mana value of 3 or less and allows you to gain 3 life. Alright. Budokai Ambusher. This is another Rat Ninja card. This is Ninjutsu and Lifelink. So once again, just add that to the pile of potential Rat Ninja cards that you can make. Another Iron Hoof Boar. Toshiro Umezawa. Oh, you know, I don't think we've seen this one before. This is a 2-mana black card. It results in you drawing a human samurai enchant creature named the Memory of Toshiro. Alright. So the pile of cards still left of me is starting to tip over a bit, so I do apologize if I hesitate a little bit in that respect. So let's see what else we have here. Another Flame Discharge, another Reinforced Ronin, another Norika Yamazaki the Poet, Tatsunari Toad Rider. This is a new one. This is a 3-mana human ninja with 3/3 attack. And Bloodfell Caves, which is a black and white 2-color mana card. Alright. So let's see, what do we got here? Okay, so this is a treasure token. Now we've happened upon, you know, throughout the entirety of the time that we've been drawing, we've only so far drawn one creature that actually uses treasure tokens. But nevertheless, you know, there are treasure token cards in these booster sets. Let's see. Searchlight Companion, an artifact creature who's a drone, does 1/1 in flying. Thundersteel Colossus, Wanderer's Intervention, another Unstoppable Ogre, another Crying Torment, another Master's Rebuke, another Short Circuit, another Fang of Shingeki. Sunblade Samurai is a human samurai, is 5 mana in white, has Vigilance. Alright. Befriending the Moss. Okay, this is a new one. So this is a 4-mana white quest, and it results in you getting an Imperial Moth. You know, anybody who is a fan of Godzilla knows specifically what they were doing with this one. Alright. Dockside Chef is a 1/2 enchantment creature that is a human citizen. So that might be good in a blue and black deck. Tawashi Guidebot is an artifact creature. Circuit Mender is an artifact creature who's an insect. Let's see. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. This is a quest that's going to result in you getting the Reflection of Kiki-Iki, which is a Goblin Shaman enchantment creature. And then this is a white-black mana card. Alright. So yeah, we still have tons of cards to go through. Let's see here. This has been a sprint so far. You know, the next time I do a booster pack reveal, then I'm going to have to pace myself a little bit better. Alright. Enchanted Haven is a colorless land card. Grafted Growth, we've seen that one before. So, Commune with Spirits, another Suit Up, another Lucky Offering, Scrapyard Steelbreaker. Okay, so this is a new one. This is a 4-mana red human warrior artifact creature. Alright. Chainfall Centipede. Insect artifact creature. And so this is a 3 black mana card that is an artifact creature. Whenever Chainfall Centipede or an equipped artifact creature attacks, this gains +2 and 0 until the end of turn. That'll be really useful if you are running an artifact deck. Another Moon Circuit Hacker. So that was in blue. Peerless Samurai. I don't think we've seen this one before. This is Kumano faces Kakazan. Actually, you know, it does sound familiar now that I say it out loud. And so the card that you would win would be in a human shaman etching a Kumano. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've seen that one before. Discover the impossible. Malicious malfunction. All creatures get -2/-2 at the end of the turn. I think I might have pulled one of those before. Another Go Shintai. Another Springleaf Avenger. Jungle Hollow, which is green and black mana. And a Spirit Token. Alright. What do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It almost feels like we've barely made a dent out of it, but you know, since we have 12, I believe that there were 30 packs in this deck, so that kind of means we're a little more than halfway through. Alright, well, let's stop abusing the poor promo box. I was just planning on throwing it away anyway. Let's just go ahead and let's put the stack of cards next to them. Let's just start pulling out one at a time. Alright. At least we're dealing with a slightly shorter stack now. This wouldn't have been possible some 20 pulls ago. Something like that. Something like that. Alright. Okay. Let's see. There's another Automated Artificer. Another Kami of Industry. Another Kami of Terrible Secrets. Another Bamboo Grove Archer. Another Network Disruptor. Spirited Companion. Sunblade Samurai. I believe this is a new one. So this is a 5 mana white card that has Vigilance. Alright, so I would be pretty well equipped if I wanted to make a white mana deck as well. Okay, another Fang of Shingeki, another Befriending the Maz, another, well, let's see, Generous Visitor is a spirit card that allows you to a single green mana card. When you cast an enchantment spell, you put a +1/+1 counter on the target creature. Alright. That will help you speed up the token costs of any creatures that, you know, potentially use tokens. Another Mobilizer Mech, another Dockside Chef, Satoru Umezawa. So now this is a healthy candidate for a commander card. Is that it allows you to look at the top 3 cards of your library, put 3 of them in your hand whenever you activate an ninjutsu ability. So this would go really well with the black deck because it would allow you to speed up your turns regarding ninjutsu. This is a hollow card. This is the Modern Age. I don't believe I've seen this one before. The reward for completing the Modern Age is a Vector Glider, which is a spirit enchantment creature that has 2/3 and flying. So that's very useful. Okay. Custom black mana and another note card. Alright. Yes, once again, I did throw it over my shoulder. Alright, so this one. Okay. Another treasure token artifact. Searchlight Companion. Scrapyard Steelbreaker. Chain Flail Centipede. So, you know, if I might make this black and blue deck into a artifact card, and so having Chainfall Centipede in there would be really useful in that regard. You can't use multiples when you're playing Commander, which is unfortunate, because if I could stack a bunch of those, I don't know, maybe I have so many cards right now, maybe I can make both the Commander and the Standard. It's hard to tell. Okay, let me see. Season of Renewal, Planar Incision. I don't think we've seen this one. So this is a spell card. This is 2 blue mana. Exile target or creature, then return to the battlefield under its owner's control with a +1/+1 counter on it. All right, hang on. I'm drifting a little bit to the left here. Okay, Regent's Authority. This looks like it goes along with the it goes along with the Fox deck that the Fox Pilot deck that we've been seeing so far. Target creature gets 2/2 until the end of the turn. If it's an enchantment, place a 1/1/1/1 counter on it. Okay. Azumi Blade Blesser, Heir of the Ancient Fang. Actually, this is a new one. This follows in with all of the Snake Samurais that we've seen so far. And so this is a 3 mana green deck, and so you can add a +1/+1 counter on it if you control a modified creature. Not entirely sure what modified would mean in that sentence, but another Tamiyo's Complication, another oh, actually this is new. This is a 4 mana quest card. It's called Bosiju Reaches Skyward. The reward is a branch of Bosiju, which gives you +1/+1 for every land you control. Alright. Enthusiastic Mechanaut. This is a 2-color fire one. I think we've seen that one before, but it was very early on. Let me see. Replication Specialist. Moonfolk Artificer with Flying. I think that sounds familiar. Let's see. Now that I don't have the box to center me, I'm just kind of moving all around with my cards, and I do apologize for that. Dragon Spark Reactor. I think you've seen that one. Takenuma, Abandoned Mire. This is a black land card, so that is very useful. And Thornwood Falls, which is a blue and green mana card. Alright. Okay, so let's see what else we have here. Dramatist Puppet. A Season of Renewal. Choose one. So this is a 3 mana green card. Return a target creature or a target enchantment. Okay, yeah, I have pulled one of those before. Another Planar Incision, another Regent's Authority, another Crackling Emergence. Return to action. That sounds a little bit familiar. Until the end of the turn, target creature gets +1/+0 and gains lifelink. The character on the art is glitching out just in the same way that my camera has been all evening. Alright, another Harmonious Emergence. Dokuchi Shadow Walker. This is a 5/5, 5 attack, 5 defense, 6 black mana ogre ninja. Alright, so let's see. Moon Snare Specialist. I think we've seen one of those before. Era of Enlightenment. Okay, so yeah, we've seen these before. Banishing Slash. So this is a sorcery card that has 2 white mana. Create a 2/2 white samurai creature token with vigilance. Alright. Dokuchi Silencer. Human Ninja. Soken's... I'm really going to mispronounce this one. I apologize, folks. Sokenzan Smelter, which is a Goblin Artificer. And so this is probably used in conjunction with those artifact cards. Probably a builder of those artifact cards. Okay. Invoke Calamity, which is a 5 mana red card. Cast up to 2 instant or sorcery spell cards with mana value 6 or less from your graveyard and your hand without paying their mana cost. That would be really good for a comeback late in the stage. I got a standard forest card, and I have a token samurai card. Alright. Okay, what else do we have here? Okay, another Thundersteel Colossus, another Kindled Fury. Reckoner Shakes Down. The target opponent reveals their hand. You can choose a non-land card for then the player discards that card. How would you be able to tell? How would you be able to tell whether or not you chose a target non-land card? Anyways, another Fade into Antiquity. Armed Guard Familiar. This is an equipment beast. It's an artifact creature. It is 2 mana in blue. Alright, so let me see. Whenever this permanent becomes a target of a spell or ability, the controller calls counter it unless the player pays 2. And I think that might be standard for the word ward. Okay, and so you would have to ward 2 if you equip it to another creature, and in addition it would give you 2+2 attack and +1 defense. That would be a very useful card. Let's see. Dragonfly Suit. That one. Mukatai Ambusher. Seen that one. Fang of Shigeki is, yeah, we've seen that one before. Azusa's Many Journeys. I don't think we've seen this one. This is a 2 green mana quest card. The reward for it is a human monk that has 3/3 and allows you to untap 3 lands you control if it is blocked. Alright. Let's see. Assassin's Ink. This spell costs 1 less to cast. Oh yeah, so this is a little different because we've seen ink tattoo cards before, but this one has a different description on it. So this is a 3 black mana card. Destroy. It allows you to destroy a target creature or a planeswalker. Okay. Another Bronze Plate Boar. Another Circuit Mender. Invoke the Winds. Gain control of a target artifact or creature and untap it. And it's a very expensive spell. Nezumi Prowler. This is the shiny version of some of the Rat Ninjas that we've seen before. This one's got a slightly darker backdrop to it. So I'm sure it's really, really hard to see in the feed, but pretty cool looking, in my humble opinion. Swiftwater Cliffs is a red and blue mana card, and this is just that. Alright, so how many decks do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10 boosters, including the one that I have in my hand. Alright. Boy, am I going to have an enviable Magic collection once I'm done pulling all these cards. Alright, so Spell Pierce, instant destroy target non-creature spell. Another Crackling Emergence, another Return to Action, another Harmonious Emergence, another Moonfolk Puzzle Maker. I think we've seen Light the Way before. Let's see, I've got my red and white cards just mixed up a little bit. Another Experimental Synthesizer, another Jukai Trainee. See, all of the single mana monsters in this set seem to be in green. So I think it would be a lot better for sheer utility in order to make your very first commander deck out of the green. Let's see, another Voltage Surge. The Modern Age, yeah, we've seen one of these before. I think it's a pretty cool card. I can't wait to put that into a potential deck. Let's see, another Story Weave. Gravelighter, this is one we haven't seen before. This is a 2/2 and flying spirit, and it's 3 black mana. So that's a very useful one. A Kappa Tech Record. This is a turtle ninja that has ninjutsu, and it is 2 green mana. Raiju Storm Edge is a human samurai that is red and white. This is also a good candidate for a commander card. Alright, so see, custom white mana and a pilot token. Okay. Nine packs to go. Okay, so another Ecologist Terrarium, another Simian Sling, another let me see, a Reckoner's Bargain. I don't know if you've seen this one before. You gain life equal to a sacrifice permanent's mana value. That would be good if you need to heal. A Bearer of Memory. This is a 3 mana card. I believe you've seen this one before. You know, human monks. I do have a significant amount in both green and red, so hey, I might bring both. I might build both decks. Let's see. Moonsnare Prototype. I believe you've seen that one before. Another Imperial Oath, Voltage Surge, Twisted Embrace, Destroy a non-creature. Well, it's a good enchantment card, I can tell you that much. Alright, so Befriending the Maws. Okay, yeah, we've seen that one before. Blossom Prancer. I think this is a new one. So this is a 5 green mana spirit card. It is a creature that has reach. We haven't seen virtually any creatures that have the reach ability on this. This probably might be one of the only ones in the set. This is a new one too. Prosperous Thief. It has ninjutsu, and it also allows you to create a treasure token. So this is the second card we've seen in the entire set that uses treasure tokens. Historian's Wisdom. Well, there's another enchantment card. Alliance Sash. It's an equipment and it's a cat card, and that is 2 white mana. This is a shiny Eki Warpaint. So yeah, this is a buff for red colored decks. Windscarred Crag is red and white mana, and then this is a no card. All right. So I've lost count at this point. I think this is booster pack number 8. All right. Since I started doing this, I've noticed that it's really just gotten darker. It's gotten darker outside, and that is affecting the light that is coming from this webcam. You know, this webcam actually does have its own overhead light, which makes it ideal for doing this kind of thing, but, you know, not entirely ideal because it's been glitching all night long, etc., etc. I don't want to spend the whole evening complaining. Let's see, another Papercraft Decoy, another Reckoner's Bargain, another Bearer of Memory, another Moonsnare Prototype, another Imperial Oath, another Ambitious Assault, Lethal Exploit. I think this one is new. This is 2 black mana. Target creature gets -2. Actually, no, we've seen that one before. Imperial Subduer, Human Samurai, 3 white mana. Another Jukai Preserver. Machiko's Reign of Truth. Yeah, we've seen this card before. Go Shintai of Boundless Vigor. This is a Shrine. I've never seen a Shrine object creature before. And so this one is 2 green mana with Trample. That is one serious Shrine. That's a Shrine that will run you right over. Like a 4x4. Alright, so Leech Gauntlet is a 2 black mana artifact creature with lifelink. Prodigy's Prototype. I think we might have seen this one, but this would be good for a commander deck. Well, actually, it requires a crew too. Not entirely sure how that would work. If you were to summon this as a commander card, but then you required to have 2 other cards on your field in order to pilot it. That's basically how that would work. Another Invoke the Ancients, a standard Swamp mana, and a pilot token creature. Alright. 7. I believe this is 7. Okay, so another treasure token. Another brute suit. Another Aki war paint. Another scrapyard steelbreaker. Another chain flail centipede. Once again, I regret not being able to carry multiples of those. Gosh, you know, if you were playing a standard deck and you had a bunch of those, you can probably link them all to each other, and that would be, you know, that would be frightening. You know, you would have this gigantic mecha centipede at the end of that. You know, Exodia the Forbidden One has nothing on that. All right, so Season of Renewal. This is an instant. Well, let me see. No, actually, I think we've seen that one before. Another planar incision. So I've been stacking the blue and black cards together all night, you know, so it's become a pretty massive pile on my desk right now. Another Regent's Authority. Guardians of Oboro. I think we've seen this one before. I had mentioned that this is a Defender card. This is a good shield card for a blue and black deck. Intercessor's Arrest is an enchantment aura card, 3 white mana. Yeah, another Modern Age. I do like the creature that you get for the Modern Age quest. That's a pretty cool one. More Bronze Cudgels. Another Seismic Wave. Roaring Earth. So this is an enchantment. +1/+1 counter on a target creature or vehicle that you control. So yeah, this is another construct buff card. All right. Satsuki, the Living Lord, is green and white, and well, you know, this is potentially a commander card, but it would be a relatively weak one because it only has 1 attack. A human druid puts a lore counter on each saga you control. And so sagas are actually the official name for quests, so you could actually make a pretty decent deck out of lore cards if you use this card as your commander. Let's see. And then red and green land. Alright. So what do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've been counting correctly, at least. So at least I've got that going for me. You know, which is nice. Alright. So, okay, this is just an advertisement card. Another Spell Pierce, Moth Rider Patrol. Well, you know, once again, that would be a good one for the Fox Pilot cards. Another Tawashi Song Shaper. Another Kato's Pursuit. Commune with Spirits. Suit Up. Lucky Offering. Aiganho Exemplar. Alright. So I think actually, you know, this one actually might be a new one. It does have different art on it. Gives you +1/+1 for any samurai or warrior you control that attacks by themselves. I haven't seen a lot of that mechanic, even though that is kind of one of the standard mechanics for this new samurai class that they have added to Magic. Another Kami of Restless Shadows. Another Bosiju Reaches Skyward. Another Go Shintai of Lost Wisdom. Another Go Shintai of Ancient Wars. An Imperial Recovery Unit. Let me see, this is an artifact, this is a vehicle. You need a crew to return target creature or vehicle card with a mana value of 2 or less from your graveyard to your hand. Well, it's great if you have the pilots for it. Another Ogre-headed Helm, and then a custom red mana card. Alright. 5. Okay. Secret Lair, Samurai Token, Automated Artificer, Network Disruptor, Spirited Companion, Kindled Fury, Reckoner Shakedown. I know that we've seen that before, but it has got to be way in the past at this point. Fade into Antiquity. An Armed Guard Familiar. An Azumi Blade Blaster. This is a Rat Samurai token that is 3 black mana. It has Death Touch as long as you control it. Actually, we've seen that one. We probably only have one other of it. Heir of the Ancient Fang. So I think this is a new Snake Samurai card. +1/+1 counter if you control a modified creature. Behold the Unspeakable. Oh yeah, well we've seen this one too, but this was a while back. So this is that's a blue 5 mana quest card. Let's see. Story Weave. That's an instant, and that has 3 green mana cards. Gravelighter. Yeah, we've seen one of those. Kappa Tech Wrecker. That one too. Light Pause, Enter's Voice. This is another Fox card. And so that is 2 white mana. And then Bloodfell Caves, which is a black and red land. Alright. Let's see. Four packs left. Alright. Okay. Spirit. Yeah, this is a Spirit Token creature card. Dramatist Puppet. So this is an artifact creature. 2/4. Gives you another counter. Allows you to gather counters that are from other cards. So it's like a counter bank. Okay, so Reckoner Shakedown. Seen that one. Another Fade into Antiquity. Another Armed Guard Familiar. Another Dragonfly Suit. Another, let me see. Yeah, Aki Ember Keeper. Yeah, we've seen that one. Another Iron Hoof Boar. Dokuchi Shadow Walker is an Ogre Ninja with Ninjutsu. Yeah, I think we've seen that one before. Another Arrow of Enlightenment. A Boon of Boshijo, which is a 3 mana green card. Target creature gains +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the greatest mana value among permanents you control. So this is as strong as the highest mana card that you permanently have on the field. Blaze Blizzard Kitsune. This is a Fox Ninja. This is 3 mana and white. So you know, having a white Fox deck would not be too shabby either. Let's see. Soken and Smelter. We've seen that one before. Another Soul Transfer. Okay, and so this is a shiny Weaver of Harmony. And then a standard Forest mana. Alright. Okay, we've got 3 left. How are we doing on time? We're almost at the 2-hour mark at this point. We might stay just a little later so that I can do my sign-off, say my goodbyes, bid a tearful little farewell to my streaming channel. But you know, that won't be too long. That won't be too long ahead because I only have 3 booster packs left. All right. Thundersteel Colossus is an artifact vehicle. Let me see. Searchlight Companion. We've seen those before. Another Imperial Oath. Another Simian Sling. Reckoner's Bargain, which is 2 black mana. Oh yeah, I think we've seen that one before. The Bearer of Memory, Moon Snare Prototype, Tamio's Completion, Mudakai Ambusher, which is a Rat Ninja. So I'm pretty sure that I pulled that one before. Another Life of Toshiro Mizawa. When We Were Young. +2/+2 to 2 target creatures until the end of the turn. That's a 4 white mana card. Retro Sentinel. is a construct artifact creature. You know, I see so many cards with these kinds of designs in them. It's just a monster that looks exactly like the lions that are in the front of the Chinese restaurant. Um, I think, you know, that inspired a lot of things. That inspired like the devil dogs in Ghostbusters, for example. Let's see, another Assassin's Inc. Thundering Raiju. This is a new one. So this is 4 red mana spirit creature with haste. Thornwood Falls, which is green and blue mana, and another note card. Alright. Okay, so this is token spirit creature. Let's see. Automated Artificer, Dragonfly Suit, Aki Ember Keeper, another You Are Already Dead, Tamio Safekeeping, another Mirror Shell Crab. We haven't seen that one in a while. Another Moon Snare Specialist, yeah. Another Aki Ronin, a 7 tall mentor, Fox Samurai creature, 4 white mana. It's a really nice looking card too. Yeah, another Modern Age. An Acquisition Octopus. Whenever Acquisition Octopus or equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. So that's really useful for, you know, putting cards in your hand. An Invigorating Hot Spring. This is an enchantment card. +1, 4+1/+1 counters on it. So this will allow you to create mana pools and then pass them to your other cards, which is very useful. All right. Covert Technician. I think we've seen this one before. A March of Otherworldly Light. Each target exiled target creatures or enchantment creatures have a mana value of X or less. So you tap a certain amount of mana in order to summon this card, and then you get to reduce that mana cost for any other card that you summon after it. That's a very useful card. And this is a custom blue mana. Okay, I hold in my mage hand the final booster pack. So yeah, we've had a lot of time, you know, enjoying all the treasure that we've got out of it, but it's going to come to an end. And speaking of things coming to an end, etc. Alright. Okay. Well, another Iron Apprentice, an Ambitious Assault. There's very little in these packs that are going to surprise us at this point. Another Lethal Exploit, Favor of Jakai, Disruption Protocol. I think I've seen this one, but I have not read it out loud, so. As an additional cost to cast this, tap 1 or untapped article and allows you to counter. Oh, actually, I've seen it quite a few times. I think I might have read it more than once as well. Repel the Vial. Okay, this is the first time I've seen this card, and after opening an entire box of draft boosters, it's really unfortunate that that this card is probably the only one that I own. And so this is a human samurai that costs 3 red mana and has menace. And putting it on the field costs 1 less samurai or warrior. So if you put another samurai or warrior in the field, then this is going to cost 1 less mana. It's a very useful card. It's a shame I only have one of them. And let's see, a Moon Circuit Hacker. Yeah, we've seen that one. The Long Reach of Night. Animus of Night's Reach. I think I might only have 2 of these. Containment Construct. Touch the Spirit Realm. Exile up to 1 target artifact or creature until touch the Spirit Realm leaves the battlefield. Well, that might be useful. Certainly useful in the white deck. An unforgiving one. So I think this is the first time I've seen this one too. This is a spirit with menace. Return the target creature with mana card value or X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. So this allows you to resummon black target creature cards. So that's very useful. Shigeki Jukai Visionary. This is a 2 green colored mana card, and so this is a Snake Druid. Return this to your owner's hand, reveal the top 4 cards of your library, put a land card from among them into your battlefield. So this kind of will speed up adding mana to your hand. So Silver Fur Master, this is a shiny Rat Ninja card. And then finally, this is the last custom mana card that I have. It's a green and the Samurai token with Vigilance. Alrighty. So yeah, that is all of the cards that were in this draft set. So thank you very much, Mr. Mage-Hand, for helping us out with that. You have been very helpful. So let's go ahead and let's head over here. So, well, that's it. I quit. I heard that. I heard us put this once this way before, but you know, goodbyes are never easy. I just wanted to take a moment to say a few words, just whatever words that come off of the top of my head. Now that it appears that I'm going to be closing this channel. So yeah, this is going to be the last stream to come from the Scarlet Derby streams. This is not necessarily to say that I'm getting rid of the Scarlet Derby character, but I think, you know, it's probably not in my interest to continue to use him as a VTuber character anymore. You know, I believe that, you know, using a character that is centered around RPGs and is capable of, you know, creating interesting RPG-related content for the viewers is much more beneficial than potentially doing the Scarlet Derby. The Scarlet Derby will write again. It'll more than likely appear in future light novels and comic books, which was the original format that I created them for. As for me, so, you know, putting aside all of the VTuber characters that I play, you know, my name is Mike Cervantes. I'm a 39-year-old. I'm 39 years old. I am a graphic designer and I'm a motion designer that lives in Colorado. And, you know, a great deal of what I do for the social media content creation scene is largely just practice in using different kinds of Adobe Creative Cloud software, so that, you know, eventually I can turn around and I can teach it to students of mine, you know, I don't want to, you know, diminish the kind of work that I do when it comes to VTubing, but it has really been a hard road for me. Is that, you know, I launched this channel, I believe, sometime around New Year's of the year 2017. So yeah, so 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20. I've had this for 6 years, and it's unfortunate for me to say that I've never really gained some traction when it comes to this stream, but nevertheless, is that, you know, I've had a very good time running my channel, and I've met some incredibly great VTuber personalities who have all been engaged and have all been interested in the kind of work I do. And so I'd like to take a moment to say my thank yous to a good amount of them. Is that let me see, Grandpa VT is probably one of the more recent ones, but also Retro Mary, King is Cool 9, Prantheon, Tessa Mac YO, Tessa Mac Yo, on Twitch anyway. Adita Dragon, Fa I, who has been a follower for a very long period of time, and Nagisai Inami, Hollow Flower, and a significant amount of people that I meet in the west coast of the park. You know who you are. Thank you very much for watching, particularly the Minecraft streams that I had done on your server. You guys are the best for allowing me to do that. Mr. Crunchberry, God Gamer Rasdom, Fred Kasdan, Emotional Support Otter, and Timey Lives is a great streamer, and is also just a tremendously big-hearted individual who always works to deliver streams for charity. Thank you very much for all of your support through the years. KS Productions, which is a production body here in Colorado, who's helped me here and in other affairs. Let me see. Game Night Geek Bar. Game Night Geek Bar was probably the single entity that I did guest streams with the most, and they had specialized in board game streams. Since I'm going into mostly tabletop streams, we might see more of each other in the future. Let's see. Clay Davis is here on the stream when it comes to Lone Arizona Ranger. Here on the stream as Lone Arizona Ranger. He has been a major contributor to any of the Extra Life campaigns that I have been a part of, and also just a very long time fan of the Scarlet Derby and Midnight J book and comic series. So my heart goes out to you. Like I said, there will be more Scarlet Derby in the future. Don't worry about that. I've got to thank family. I've got to thank Mike Gary. I've got to thank Blanca Vello. I've got to thank my brother Victor, my sister Vivian, and my mom and dad, who have all been extremely supportive of all of the creative endeavors that I do. Joe Kizuski, I always get that one wrong, but has been a very close friend of mine and also one of the great supporters of my channel. Griffin Root Flyer, you too, buddy. Has always been here to watch and has always been here to take part and interact in my streams. Some of my fellow VTubers like Dino TV, Melly Bear, twitch.tv/Melly Bear. She was a person who introduced me to Adobe Character Animator, which is the software that I use in order to create my avatars. Joel Procell is a close personal friend of mine, has always been here to support me and endeavors, particularly the endeavors on the Patreon's page. Mrs. Crunch, I already mentioned Mr. Crunchberry, but Mrs. Crunch, her wife, who is also a streamer on a completely different channel. They're terrific. Go and check them out. Let me see. Who else is there? Some of the first streamers that I've ever watched, Dryad T was one. So is Jai Sarah and Jai Sarah and Lone Link Blood, God Gamer Razum, just a great amount of the crew that comes off of Mr. Crunchberry's stream. You guys are all terrific. We did some compilation streams on a tabletop related channel called Dude Where's My Dragon not too long ago. And so that channel was actually owned by what is his name? Rockhart. Rockhart, who is an independent entrepreneur who sells t-shirts, and he is a very fun member of the Crunch crew who has also helped me out pretty significantly when it comes to these streams. And so I hate to think that I've forgotten anybody, but I think that does cover the greater majority of the people who has always been here on this channel. I wish things could have been bigger. I wish I could have made things better, But just after a while is that, I put myself into one situation after another that, kind of diminish my returns when it comes to this channel. So I do apologize for that. Is that, there is always potential when you do streams, when you do work specifically like this, and just because I am moving from this channel and starting another one doesn't mean that this channel could not have been a popular one. But I just kind of feel as though at this point, I want to, move on, and I want to try something. I want to bring content that is particularly interesting to me, to a streaming audience, and that is the main reason that I am moving on to the new channel, which is twitch.tv/Brainy the RPG Cat. So yeah, once again, thank you very much for everybody who has contributed to this channel over the years. Just thank you everybody. You guys are all the best. You guys have helped me out, and I'll always be grateful for your attention, and I will always be grateful for your friendship. Alright, so here we are. I'm signing off for the last time. So the next time you'll see me will be tomorrow, and I will be streaming on my official channel, twitch.tv/Brainy the RPG Cat. Thank you everybody for tuning in. This has always been a thrill ride for me. This has always been an exciting way in order for me to express myself creatively. And while it isn't completely over, it's certain that, an era of it is now over. So thank you everybody for tuning in. Those of you who are watching on twitch.tv/The Scarlet Derby, please stay tuned for a raid. But for everyone else, thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the new channel beginning tomorrow. Goodbye, and thank you all very, very much.